KLAW Industries, we process waste glass destined for landfills into a cement replacement for concrete called Pantheon. This is Pantheon. The Pantheon drastically lowers the embodied carbon of our concrete while improving the strength and lowering the cost. Founded in 2019, we have raised over $1.2 million in non-dilutive funding to bring Pantheon to market. Using this money, we purchased a production facility in Binghamton, New York to serve as the pilot plant for Pantheon. This past summer, the city of Binghamton began using Pantheon in all their curb and sidewalk upgrades, a massive technical and commercial milestone for our company. These projects came under Mayor Jared Cram's administration, and the ability for the city to get a higher performing concrete at the same price while lowering the embodied carbon was the real reason they decided to make the switch.
These are local people, this is a local company. The concrete that's being used results in a 20% less carbon emissions than typical concrete. It's the same price as of right now. We're going to work on making it even cheaper.
Pantheon solves two problems, allowing us to have a dual revenue model. On the recycling side, we offer a lower cost alternative than the landfill for waste glass. Directors of operations like Shalene Taylor at Southern Tier Recyclers are forced to landfill their waste glass since it's mixed with a bunch of paper, plastic, and metal, making it unusable for new bottles or anything else. Landfilling this waste glass is incredibly expensive, and we provide a low-cost alternative to Shalene to dispose of her waste glass. So far, we have taken and received payment for over 70 tons of waste glass. On the concrete side, we turn this waste glass into Pantheon, a partial replacement for cement in concrete. Cement is the binding ingredient in concrete. However, it is by far the most expensive part and encompasses almost all of concrete's embodied carbon. Pantheon allows mix directors like Tim Rufo at Barney & Dickinson to lower the embodied carbon of his concrete by 30%, lower his costs by 20%, and increase the compressive strength of his concrete by 11%. We have put Pantheon to the test with Tim in over 53 concrete projects, working our way from small residential projects to municipal concrete contracts. We started from the bottom up, working with Tim to make sure contractors like Al DeLuzio and Tommy and Rocco from Torto Construction like using Pantheon and see the major problem it solves in the industry. The immense number of pilot projects we have completed at our early stage demonstrate Pantheon solves a real problem for mix directors like Tim. In 2021, the New York State Pollution Prevention Institute completed a case study on Pantheon, showing it produces 97% less carbon emissions than the manufacture of cement. This drastic reduction is due to our all-electric production process and our patent-pending technology to turn one of our largest waste streams into the next generation of low-carbon building materials. Pantheon directly replaces cement and concrete, decreasing our reliance on this high-carbon building material. Last year with the city of Binghamton, we prevented 21.6 tons of CO2 in sidewalks across the city. Scaling to our service addressable market across New York, we will prevent 431,000 tons of CO2 every year. And at a global level, we have the potential to prevent 864 million tons of CO2 every year by 2050, allowing us to economically decarbonize our critical infrastructure. Our customer traction and significant carbon impact has allowed us to raise over $1.2 million in non-dilutive funding. In 2021, we purchased a 6,000 square foot production facility in Binghamton to serve as the pilot plant for Pantheon. We completed the first sale of Pantheon to Tim Rufo at Barney & Dickinson, proving our customers will pay us for Pantheon and deploy low-carbon concrete. Our next step is to bring our pilot plant to full capacity over 2023 and complete concrete projects in the municipalities throughout New York, including the village of Johnson City and the town of Union. Long-term, we will establish production facilities across cities in the Northeast United States and begin transitioning to a technology licensing structure in 2028, allowing us to significantly cut our costs by co-locating with recyclers while drastically reducing our capex. So if you're interested in learning how a couple of college students in steel toes and sweatshirts broke into one of the most conservative industries on the planet, whose latest innovation happened when Vanderbilt was building the railroad, we would love the opportunity to talk with you.